People are talking about the recent Are You Sure Season 2 trailer coming out. Some people believe there is more to it and more will come out. We also have people talking about Jimin and JK doing interviews for their recent show, as well as JK recently seen at the airport. So hey Dumplings, it's Dave Disci. Let's get into it. JK was recently spotted at the airport and was believed to be going to Paris, but people noticed that he was with a staff member or someone who was also covered up. So people actually had no idea who he was being seen with. This was interesting because it was being reported that the media sites were there, but they were recording live. So a lot of people within the community eventually found out and headed over there. So it's not like a lot of them knew of this prior, which I did think was interesting. Now, I've said this before, and I'll say this many times over and over again. I do believe airport appearances, especially for celebrities, are considered like red carpets, and there are moments in which a celebrity gets a chance to promote whatever they're trying to promote and be seen by fans as well as the media. So with that said, of course, I believe that these things are planned. Now, what isn't planned is the amount of people that end up showing up due to the news sites streaming it. Sometimes companies will stream hours prior to the celebrity being there because maybe they don't know the exact time, or maybe they were given a time for the celebrity, ended up being late, whatever it is, and the media site is waiting there for hours. So sometimes prior to when the celebrity actually shows up, people will see that stream. They see the title, they go run to the airport. I mean, if you think about it, I'm literally only 20 minutes away from JFK, which is the most popular airport in New York. So I can literally get there so quickly if I find out that JK is going there, right? Because dispatch decided to stream 3 hours prior to him showing up. I mean, it's very possible. And of course, I'm sure a lot of these people have their notifications turned on and are doing that. With that said, I don't really understand the point of viewers or fans going to the airport. I don't really understand the point because these fans are also aware that even if they catch whichever celebrity they're trying to catch at the airport, they're only going to get a glimpse of that celebrity. They're not going to be able to have a conversation with them, and they're not likely going to be able to touch them unless you run after them and do what you're not supposed to do. And I say this because I'll see celebrities all the time try to do this with fans, like go just walk by fans, and then management of that artist thinks that that's enough, right? The fans show up and that's fine. And then people will go online and make an uproar about it and say all the celebrity did was look at that. And me saying this, I'll get a bunch of people saying, well, K-pop fans are different and K-pop idols are different. Well, K-pop in general is of course different. So it's a different culture, it's a different celebrity. So of course people can care more about that, but it shouldn't be like that, is what I'm saying. You should love all celebrities the exact same way because you do not know them. We only love them for the music and the interviews that they do, and of course the content that they put out. But in between these pieces of content and the music and whatever, as well as the hours they likely edit out of that content that we receive, these are all things that put us in a position where we do not know that celebrity actually. So we should not be worshiping them more than we worship any celebrity, right? And if you feel a certain way about a celebrity where if they just simply glanced at you and that's not enough, then you should feel that way about all celebrities. Recently, Are You Sure Season 2, the trailer has officially dropped and people have gone crazy with this. I will, of course, talk more about the trailer, but I definitely wanted to talk about the promotion that is coming with the trailer. Now, I think as of late, there are two different promotions that are being made right now. So it's believed both JK and Jimin are going to be going on two different shows. One is a radio show and one's an interview show that will be put out just a few days where they will be talking about the show and promoting it. People are very confused about this because some people have mentioned that the promotion style for this show seems to be very much and very intense, whereas the label doesn't seem to promote the boys' music usually this much. That's what they said. For this, I definitely have to disagree. I mean, if you look at the amount of promotion that JK got, being able to perform in various different places, having billboards, stuff like that, Jimin also got to perform on the Jimmy Fallon show, and there's just been so many different things that have happened where the boys got really sufficient and great promotion. Now, none of the boys had any flop music, but what a lot of the frustration, I think, is when a specific idol's fan base wants their idol to reach a milestone and that idol doesn't reach that milestone. They tend to blame it on the promotion rather than the fact that maybe the music just didn't resonate as widely. Like, it could resonate with 1 billion people, but the fandom wants 2 billion people to see it. Well, then that just wouldn't happen, right? So I'm saying this not to discount their actual achievements, but it's to say that sometimes the belief or the expectation is sometimes really, really high, and it's even hard for that artist to hit that. Now, in this upcoming interview, they're likely going to talk about their experience on the show, such as sharing probably secrets or explaining things about the show that people didn't know about. And I love this. I think that this is going to be really cool, and it's really going to make people want to tune in. And this is going to open doors for other things too. Like when BTS decides to bring back their shows, they might decide to promote it like how actors and actresses promote their own TV shows. And I've said this for a while. I think that this is definitely something that they should do. Run BTS or Bon Voyage definitely needs to have promotion. I mean, they were so good. Now, another reason as to why they might be doing this interview could be because it's in their contract, and Disney Plus said that they need to promote it. So that's just another theory that I have. It's a conspiracy. I don't know if it's true, but I don't know their contract. So I'm very excited to see what is to come, and I believe that we are going to get a lot of interesting tea from this interview. I mean, they probably can't share anything that's in the show, but they can tease or talk about their experiences traveling or where they've been, and thus that can make people want to tune in. And above all else, they should be doing promotion. After all, they've been out of the spotlight for a while, so this is definitely going to be a way for them to re-enter the spotlight in a very mainstream and natural way, because they're going to be on TV. I think that they should make the show even bigger and do promotion here in the US as well. Now, the actual teaser has come out, and people have some things to talk about it. Some people are worried or maybe concerned that the boys are going to get hate over the show, and then other people are concerned that something might come out where it's going to put the boys in compromising positions. I mean, even before this season dropped or the trailer dropped, there had been people who were talking about there being kissing moments in the show. Moments where the boys went skateboarding and were on a mountain. People have even taken moments where 2 random guys, where you can't see their face, went on a skiing trip and kissed on a zip line thing where it takes you up and down the mountain. And they use it to say that this was JK and Jimin. And it's supposed to be funny, right? Because people have already made assumptions about this stuff, and obviously this is a joke. But hopefully we do see fun moments, maybe not too fun like that, but are we going to get moments where they're being romantic and stuff? I doubt it. I doubt it will be shown, and I've mentioned this before, because if this show is intended for commercial release, like it seems like this show is, and it's intended for an Asian release, which is why the promotion is in Asia. Plus, I think it's only visible on Disney Plus in Asia. I could be wrong. I don't know if you necessarily can watch in the US without a VPN. Perhaps that's changed for this season, but it was always intended for an Asian release, and thus they can show moments like this if they want to do that, because then it wouldn't be allowed to be released commercially in those areas. And places that are more homophobic are not going to allow this to air in general, because they're going to see this as gay propaganda for their children or something. I mean, I'm more of an advocate than anyone of the fact that if they are together, they should be allowed to show moments like that. But we need to consider and talk about changing gay laws and homophobic laws before we talk about the fact that this can even be seen on TV or on a mainstream platform. And yeah, of course, until then, we're going to have those moments censored. Now, do I believe these moments will necessarily happen? I don't know. I don't think so. But they won't even have the opportunity to even show these moments. I do think we're going to see the next level of their friendship. I think we're going to start to see them explore, and I think the editing is going to be a little bit more different. I think it's going to be more suspenseful. There's going to be a little bit more of maybe a structured story based on the trailer that I'm seeing. There definitely is going to be a little bit more structure, I think, than maybe the first season was. And this likely was because they probably got a bigger budget this time around. One of the first critiques of the show when it first came out was that it was obviously a show that was intended just for the BTS fans and wasn't a show for the general audience. But it seems like this travel show now will be something that mixes both of them, both of different styles, where it's going to be something where it provides fan service for us, the community, as well as provides value and something fun for the travel viewers and people who like that stuff, right? Which could also be a reason why they're promoting it, not just for the community, right? And they're doing this promotion to reach other people, being on TV and that sort of stuff, because they know that people outside the community might enjoy something like this. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you check out Patreon. I'll leave a link at the top of the description. Thank you so much for this lovely comment right here. Love you. Bye.